Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Joshua and this is Rooftop. In this workshop, we're going to be creating a bottle painting and it's going to be Christmas themed, well, of course. So I'm going to be using some acrylic paints and yeah, let's begin. Okay, so I have my bottle here, right? I'll just zoom out a little bit. Yeah, okay, that seems good enough. All right, so now whenever we try to paint on a bottle, right, we always need to add a base layer, you could say, onto it. So what I mean by that is I will just start off by taking my palette here, and for the base layer, if you have a tube, it would be much better, but if you have a bottle like me, this also should work. So I have some white paint here. Just like that. Okay, so I will start off by taking one second with the transfer of brushes here. Okay, so I will start off by taking some white color paint with very minimal water. So I don't need much water in this because I want it to remain thick. So I will take some white paint. Now you can use any sort of bottle. Right now I'm using like a milk bottle. One second. Okay, so I'm using like a milk bottle. If you have a bigger bottle also, that also can work. So I will start by putting down some white over here. Even if you're going to paint it some other color, you can start off by putting some white, just like this. Okay, and remember that we need it to dry. I'll take some more white. Okay, and then this side, I'm going to draw a couple of circles here like this. Okay, so I'll draw a circle here, just like that. I'll take some more paint and then have another circle over here, a medium-sized one, because I'm going to make a snowman this side. Just like this. And then finally one for the head. There you go. Just like this. And then behind this, I'm going to add a tree. So for the tree, I'll just start, think of it as drawing basically. Just like that. So if you want, you can add more all the way here, or you can just leave it like this as well. So you know what, over here I can keep it like this. Okay, and then on top over here I'm going to add a little house. So over here I'll make it smaller in size. So right now I'm just drawing the house this way, all the way back. just like this. Okay, now we can check if it has started to dry, because before we paint anything over it, we need to make sure that it is dried entirely. We don't want it to be wet. So wherever I see thick paint, right, I'm just going to thin it out, because then we would need to add another layer. So while that is being dried inside, at the bottom I will paint it white as well. Now it's entirely your choice whether you would like to paint something at the bottom after painting this white, but if not, that also is okay. Okay, so now I'll take a little bit more white, then just fill this part in. A little bit here. Okay, and then for this side, so I'm just trying to see from the camera what part needs more paint. The house, I'm going to leave it as it is because I'll be painting it a different color, so it doesn't really matter that much. Oh, and you see this has happened because the bottle, I'm assuming, was dragged on the table while I was turning it. So due to that friction, it has come out. Okay. All right. Now next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint, I guess, the snowman. So for the snowman, I'm going to take some blue color, a little bit, not too much. Okay, you can move this over here. So I'll take some white and very little blue. You can see the dot. Now look how dark this becomes. See, with just a dot, it's already changed so much. Okay, and now this blue, I'm gonna apply it to the sides of the snowman like this. A little bit here. There you go, just like that. I'll take a little bit more white and darken this a little bit. So we'll keep the colors simple for this painting. I'm not going to go too in depth. Wow, look at that. Okay, that was better than I was expecting. Okay, just like this. So now we have a nice snowman ready over here. Okay, I'll put some blue over here like that, and I will tell you why in just a bit. I'm just going to make sure that this paint doesn't come off while I keep it down on the table. And we won't be adding water for this, we'll have to use it as it is, because this glass does not absorb water, so all the paint will just remain on top. And if you add water to it, it can spread or just turn into little droplets instead. Okay, and now over here, I'm going to add a little bit here, just like this. Take some more white, and then just sort of blend this as I get closer. So you can see it's very subtle, just like that. Okay, now that we're done with this, now I'm keeping the bottle up straight so that none of the paint at the back really goes. Okay, so next we're going to paint the tree. I'll clean my brush. You can see how I just keep hitting it at the bottom so that whatever paint is stuck in between the bristles at the bottom of the bristles, it will all get washed away. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little bit more blue. I think this is going to be one of the first workshops where you can see my palette so clearly. Okay, I've got some blue there. And then some yellow. I think you can see why I'm not really a fan of these bottles, because they tend to get so difficult to open and close. And I have a habit of making sure that all my paints are closed properly. So that difficulty and me trying to always keep it closed don't really go hand in hand. Okay, so I will take this blue. I'll keep it over here and take my yellow. Now I want it to be dark green, so I'll just mix it in this also and see. Yeah, I think this should be good enough. You know what, over here at the side I can darken this a little bit more. No, I think this is better. Okay, now over here I'm going to paint the tree. So I'll start off at the top, just like this. So if you want, you can go a little bit outside. It will give it some nice transparency. Let me just cover this up first. So you see how transparent that this has gotten? That is why we apply white color at the bottom first and then we paint over it. So you can think of it as priming the bottle before painting. It's not literally priming, but its purpose is the same. This, then we can add some snowfall also on top, so we can overlap it a little bit to show that the tree is really covering it. But carrying this bottle is making my arm hurt a bit. Okay, and then Yeah. So I'll take this a little bit and cover a little of the snowman from the bottom. Just like that. Man, I keep touching the wet paint at the bottom. Okay. Now I'll take some more paint and cover it up again. Nice, just like that. Okay, now I will keep this here just like that. Please stop moving. There you go. Okay, and then I'll take this yellow. Whenever it does decide to close. Okay, and then I will take so I will lighten this green up a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. Yeah, like that. Now I'll just add it to the top of these branches here. Make sure you don't end up removing the paint. You want to apply a lighter color paint on top in a very subtle way. Nice, look at that. To give it a little bit of that bushy type of effect. Nice. Okay, so now that we're done with that, now we can paint the house also. So for the house, I'm going to take some brown color. Okay, look at that. Wow. You know what? I think I'll leave that. So you need to be a little bit careful. Well, it's a good thing that I am showing you all of the failures that do come up with this, so you can avoid it when you are painting. So I'll try first mixing some brown in this green. Oh, lovely. So you get this nice dark brown color. Okay, and this dark brown, I'm going to add it over there. Where did this come? I'll take this a little bit higher like this. Okay, we don't want too much water. There you go. And then a little bit this side as well. And then I can add some sort of texture to the top of the roof. To see, it already looks like there's snow on top of it. Okay, then I'll take this brown, add a little bit of a yellow color to it to lighten it up. And then I will paint this side here. Yeah, just like that. Oh, if you look at the back side of the tree, you can see the white color that is there. That is, if you look at the front, looking good. Ooh. Okay, I'm assuming it's still wet. Okay. Then I can take some maybe more yellow, mix it in here, add another layer. Okay, trying to lighten this up, it's darkening. Okay, I think the transparency is what helped made it light, and not the fact that I'm going for a second layer. It's making it dark, so I'll use that to my advantage, and instead of painting the lighter areas, I'll just paint the darker areas. Okay. Now I'm going to take some red color. So now red is going to be a little tricky to use here because red is a transparent color, meaning we will be able to see the white color below it. So let's see how we can figure that part out. So I'll take this red, mix it a little bit in this color. Oh, my head is coming in between. Yeah, we can paint the door over there. Then the attic. That scared me. Okay, so there we have our house ready, right? Now I will come back to the snowman. I'll take a smaller brush this time. Okay, and I will take this red color as it is. Just mix it a little bit into my brush, so I know that there's not just paint on the brush but inside the bristles also. And I will give this fellow a scarf. So like this, just like that, and then over here also. I'll put a line like that on top. Okay, and then on these bushes also I'll just add some of this red color, which... Oh, hello Anoshka. This looks very cool. Yes, it is. Painting a bottle. Look at that. I really like this part. So not only does the snow part look cool, but it's very simplistic and it shows some sort of perspective as well. Okay. And then I'll mix some over here. And then add. Okay, hold on. So I have to use quite a bit of thick paint here, like this for the hat. Is it almost done? I would say around 60%, 60 to 70%. So we're keeping it pretty simple because painting on glass can be tricky. So I don't want to overcomplicate it. So Noshka, what plans do you have for Christmas? That is assuming that you do celebrate Christmas. Yeah. Okay, maybe I'll add a little bit of water here because this is, I wouldn't say thick, but it's drying out. And then I will add some eyes over there. And then I'm trying to hold this brush properly. You can make him a bit more enthusiastic. So I'll take this smile a little bit higher like that. Let me just clean this. Okay, and then I'll take some yellow. Wow, okay. That is not what I wanted to do. Remove some of this water from here. Add a bit of yellow so we can make the sorry. Yeah. So we can make the nose. Alright. And then what I'll do is I will take some of this green color paint again, and I can make some. Okay, this water never seems to be willing to go. So you see this over here? That's just water, there's no paint. No paint, no gain. Yeah. I don't know why I said that. Although I'm not wrong. But I don't know why I said that. So over here I'm just adding Christmas tree there, and maybe one more of this. over here, maybe like a smaller one. Okay. Now I will add the bark of the tree, just like this, towards the center. And then the same color I will add a little bit in between also. Maybe this green color. I kept a little too much gap there. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that looks lovely. Okay, I'll just repaint this part here. Oh, you know what? This color is not bad for the branch or the bark of the tree in between. Why does that look good? I just simply put some paint down. Nice. Honestly, I'm not complaining. And we have this here. We have the plants. So now we can add a little bit of snowfall. So I will just clean my brush. Oh. Before I do that, let me just take out some of these wet wipes, because I removed the water from my brush on my hand. Now my hand is getting a bit itchy. So I don't know if it's some allergic reaction, but before anything can happen, I might as well remove it. Okay, great. Oh no, don't tell me. Okay, fine. Remove some of this. Okay. Now I'll take the same brush. That is also one technique, I guess, to remove paint. Okay, and now I can start adding a few dots over here like this. Not too much. And we can have them vary in size. So you can have some really tiny ones, some big ones, some slightly transparent ones. I'll put a little bit over here at the top, make it a bit uneven. Okay, I guess I saved myself from embarrassing myself there. A little bit here as well. Yeah. Like this. Then I'll take some more paint. Right. Okay. Maybe a little bit more towards the bottom side here. We can add a few of this over. Or I can add some. Yeah, just like that, and then just spread it around. Okay, I don't like how that turned out, so I will just repaint over this. Okay, so instead of painting all of that, I'll just take white color and I'll just make some dots on top of it. And then a little bit over here also, maybe in front of the house. Yeah, there you go. That should be good enough. Maybe some over here also for these little bushes that we have. Oh, the trees. How could I forget the trees? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's see what. Okay, okay, nice. Look at that. Let me bring it closer so you can see how it turned out. So I hope you enjoyed that workshop, and this has been a bottle painting workshop. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all tomorrow. So take care and bye bye.